All right. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Plant Dad Chris here with some hopefully quick tips on how to score a PlayStation 5 from PlayStation Direct. If you're anything like me, you've probably had some trouble getting through. And if you've been lucky enough to even get into the store, you probably weren't even able to cart it and slash or purchase it fast enough. So if you're in that boat, this video is definitely for you. I'm just going to go over some of the quick basics that I think are important to understand. So timing is going to be the most important thing above all. You just have to be there quick. We don't know for sure if it's exactly first come first serve, but we do know it is primarily first come first serve. So definitely the single factor that will dictate whether you do or don't get the option to buy one is, can you get there fast enough? So there's a handful of ways to do that. So first and foremost, you just need to be aware of when these drops actually happen. The easiest way to do that is to follow some people on Twitter. So you can follow me, Plant Dad Chris. You can follow Showtime Pro 4, Linus Wilson, Cheeto Gaming YT, Jake Randall, Spiel Times, PS Restock. There's a bunch. Feel free to ask if you have them. You probably already know if you're seeing this. They're great for notifications. They're good to know when to make the move. But it's worth knowing at least the proper context on when you should even expect to see those things. So with Sony, we know a couple of things that are either for sure or mostly for sure. So almost definitely, they exclusively drop on weekdays. They have not done anything but weekdays thus far. Past that, they almost always, maybe have always, dropped after lunch between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm on Pacific Standard Time. I think that is for the most obvious reason a human could think of, which is like, who wants to deal with that before they've eaten? So I really think that's the main thing that dictates why it goes out at the time it goes out. So right now, we're about approaching noon Pacific Standard Time. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye. You should probably be too. Because we actually think it's pretty likely there's going to be a drop today and almost definitely this week. And the main reason we know that, as reported by Showtime Pro 4, follow him, he's great. Thank you, Showtime. You're the homie. If the landing page redirects to the top, so this basic one that I have here, if it redirects here, as it did, it generally means that they're going to see some consoles coming into stock soon, within about 24 hours. If that's not happening, when you go to this page, it's going to redirect like down here to try and get you to buy Spider-Man and accessories and stuff. So the fact that it's still redirecting to the top or orienting there is, for all of us, a pretty good sign that it's going to drop soon. And it's probably going to drop, honestly, like in the next couple of hours. If it does drop today, it may be later this week, but it's almost guaranteed that it is going to drop this week. It's a pretty busy week. PlayStation's been fairly consistent in that regard, so I think we can bank on that. So past that, it boils down to, if you can figure it out and hear about it in time, what can you do to get in line or get in that store as fast as possible? So one of the things that we've talked about a lot is like cookies and cash and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to show you a screenshot that I had with customer service at Qwit. They told me explicitly, no need to clear cookies. Just behave like a normal human. So don't overthink clearing your cookies and your cache unless you're having problems. That only applies if you're not employing things that would make your internet behavior seem not human. So if you're using an auto refresh on that page, you need to clear your cookies and your cache, because it's gonna recognize you or flag you as a bot for basically having a consistent interval of touching the page, all that noise. So just be aware of that. But for most people, as long as you're doing normal stuff, don't worry about it. It's also important to know, don't camp the page. So as you can see here, I just have the link sitting in the address bar. This is an incognito private browser, so I don't really care. That's just for the point of that experiment. But I think it's actually best to do exactly what I'm doing here. So have multiple browsers and multiple private and public windows ready with the address in the address bar, but not quite visited. so that when you hear things going live, you can make a move on it. So I got Firefox here, I got Safari here, I got Chrome here. So in theory, and this is, I think, the consensus mostly in the community, this should give me 6 unique requests or places in the line, because they're all going to come through a slightly different thing. Opening another tab in either of these will not change it. So again, it's per device. So if you have a phone, that's all good too. Then per browser, and then per public or private. So they kind of all split into 2. There is one third sort of out there option, which is not confirmed, but worth trying. If you open links through Twitter, because Twitter does support browser, it registers as essentially like the app being the browser for you, if that makes sense. So all that to say, you want to be ready to jump in the line in as many ways as you can so that you can get there in time to buy something. If you are not prepared on multiple devices and/or browsers, you are probably not going to get in. So have this stuff ready, be paying attention, keep an eye out, and I think the chances are actually pretty good. It's worth noting also, I'm going to be doing this almost every day. I'm just live streaming Plant Dad Chris talking about PlayStation 5 stuff, watching it more closely than probably a sane human should. So if you just want someone to hang out and talk, or just have someone in the background that's kind of watching it for you, I'm going to try and do that just about every night. So check out Plant Dad Chris, and best of luck. Let's hope this new strange version of hell for December PlayStation starts to come to an end. So we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. I wish you luck. Feel free to join me, Plant Dad Chris, on all the social media shit. Yeah, be well, good luck, all that. Peace.